Hello lovelies, it's Lesley. It's the Not Quite Enough distance vlog. How are we? Bit warm here. Sun's out, guns out, what can I tell you? Yeah, right. It's one of those days, it's really kind of muggy, close, excuse me, humid, sticky, all those words that suggest it's not sunny and it's just not very pleasant. I appreciate, compared to the Pacific Northwest of the States, it's a walk in the park, and I hope that any of you lovelies who are there are able to keep cool and keep comfortable, and I hope you're doing okay, because it's getting a bit extreme, I believe. Not good. So, how are we? Thank you for all the comments, observations, thoughts from last week's podcast and vlog. And yeah, it's Monday as I'm recording this. Busy week work-wise, so I'm not sure how much I'll record. At the end, there will be about 4 minutes of footage from the open gardens that I went to with my mate Mand yesterday. So this is a scheme which runs throughout the UK, and people who normally just work on their gardens at home, they have them open up to the public, and you can pay to go in, and that money raised then goes towards local and national charities. So this was in a village that's probably about sort of half an hour drive away from us, and yeah, just some lovely gardens. Please don't ask me what any of the plants are called, because I have no idea. They are called Pretty. That's it. I actually know one of the owners of one of the gardens, and I was talking with her and her family. I said, "Do you have a garden, Lesley?" "Yes, it's where the dog runs." That's it. My mate Mand, very keen gardener, keen plantswoman, knows her Latin names of a lot of stuff. Me, I'm going, that's pretty, isn't it? But that's okay. We had a nice afternoon. We were quite lucky with the weather. It wasn't, it was a bit like today actually, it wasn't sunny. And we did have a few kind of spits of rain, but mostly it was dry, but it was a bit warm and muggy and close and sticky and all those words again. So by the time we got back to the car, they had the parking was at a sports pavilion, and they had it open, and volunteers had laid on kind of tea and cake and that sort of thing. And we went in there and had some glasses and a jug of orange squash. And we bought some cake to take home, and she said, "Would you like some tea?" I said, "No, thank you." I said, "But I will have a cup of orange squash, if that's okay." She said, "Oh, those cups are quite small. Have a refill." I said, "Right now I could drink the jug," because it was one of those really hot. And one of those days you don't really know what to dress for, because it looks very grey and overcast, but actually it's warm. So. But it was really lovely, quite misty, so some of the views across the valley you can see in the footage, not as clear as one would like. But yeah, it was a good afternoon, so that's all good. So that'll be the last part of the video. So if you're not interested in flowers, completely understand, and it'll be a shorter one for you lovelies. That's it for the moment. So it's Monday now. Tomorrow, very busy work day. Wednesday, fairly solid. Thursday, not much work, but I've got to have a tooth extraction. This is one that's been playing me up for a while. My old dentist said it really should have been taken out when my wisdom tooth was a few years ago. But it wasn't, and it needs to come out now. Because they offered me the removing the tooth or root canal work. Well, I've had root canal work, and personally I'd rather not have any more. So I'm having this tooth out, so I'm keeping that as a quiet day, because I don't really want to book any visits and walk up and go, "Hello, I'm Lesley," and start spitting blood and with a swollen face. And that's not quite the professional look I'm going for, she says, in a vest top with her arms hanging out. But yeah, so that's this week. Himself is currently away. He comes back tomorrow. And yeah, apart from that, same old, same old. Cheers. How are we? Hope everyone's okay. As you can see, I'm in the car. I'm at the crematorium. It's a while since I've recorded here. Yeah, it's just got busier. So I hope everyone's okay. Not much happening here, really. Same old, same old. Politicians turn out to be dishonest, lying, sexually incontinent fools. I think that's kind of fairly universal. Yes, it's been an interesting week. We won the footy last night. I'm recording this on Wednesday. And yeah, we won the football last night. So we are, as a nation, very happy about that, obviously. Did I watch the match? No. Do I really care that much? Not so much. But if it means people are more cheerful, I'll go with it. Yes, so we've got Ukraine in the next round on Saturday. So, who knows what will happen. For anyone outside of Europe who has no idea what I'm talking about, this is the European Championships, which are being held all over Europe. This is the tournament that should have happened last year and got delayed. And last night, England beat Germany. Traditionally, when England play Germany, it's a draw which goes to penalties and then we lose. So the fact that we won and it wasn't a draw and we didn't go to penalties, there is much delight and joy. So yes, that's kind of what's happening here, really. And of course, there was singing and dancing in the streets. You can't have singing and dancing at weddings, but you can have singing and dancing in the streets. Yeah, I don't know either. And as our health secretary has now resigned, not because he had an affair, not because he gave the woman he had an affair with a job, he gave her brother's company contracts. No, he's resigned because he broke social distancing rules. Yes. Hey-ho. Embittered, me? No, not at all. Still, we are all okay. I hope we're all okay. And I have a very busy Friday lined up work-wise, so I won't be recording right until Friday this week. This will probably be my last bit of footage. Although you do have the delight of the gardens that Mandy and I went to see at the end of this. And this next little clip is the obligatory Heidi footage, because if I don't put anything of Heidi in, I do get complaints. So I am mindful that the star of the show needs to be included. Last evening after dinner, I decided to have a yoghurt for dessert, and this is what I faced. Okay. So you can see that poor half-starved creature that nobody loves, never gets fed, and is left scrounging for the scrap of a yoghurt pot. Poor little puppy dog. So nothing much planned for this week, I don't think. Weekend will be fairly quiet. I'll probably need to do some work because Friday will be busy. I'll have some admin and catching up to do on Saturday. And yeah, just still fairly quiet. I mean, in theory, we could book a table and go out for a meal or book a time in a pub or something like that. But himself is still happy to cook at home and I'm still happy to let him. And he'll want to watch the football, so that will probably be done at home. He's going to see some cricket tomorrow. That's at the Oval. He's part of a test programme. The government has some large events which are tests to see how COVID could be managed in occasions where there are crowds of people. So he's had to fill in lots of details, inside leg measurement. No, I'm joking about that, but it might as well be. Yeah, so he's got cricket tomorrow. But the weekend will be a fairly quiet one, I think. So whatever you're doing, I hope you're okay. I know that a lot of you lovelies in the States are suffering because of the weather. Pacific Northwest seems to be the epicentre of it, but other places you're going through some very hot temperatures. So I'm hope that you're able to keep cool. Walking around with a damp towel on the back of the neck is a very good look under such conditions. So please keep yourselves well, hydrated, look after yourselves, and I will catch up with you next week. Thanks ever so much. Take care, everyone. Thanks. Bye-bye.